Yoongi was a man of power. He was the CEO of one of the biggest companies in Seoul. But behind the shining glass, buildings and expensive suits, he was also the leader of a mafia group. People feared him. His name was enough to make enemies step back. He was cold, strict, and dangerous. But inside, he had a soft corner that no one really saw. That soft corner woke up the day he saw his new secretary. It was Yoonmin. Yoonmin was a small ball of sunshine in Yoongi's dark world. Cute, kind, polite, and hardworking, his nature was sweet and caring, and he always smiled at people, even when they were rude. Yoongi never believed in love, but when he first saw Yoonmin walking into his office, nervously with files in his hands, something inside him changed. First meeting. "Good morning, sir. I'm your new secretary, Park Yoonmin," Yoonmin said politely, bowing a little. Yoongi looked up from his desk. His sharp eyes met Yoonmin's soft ones. For the first time, Yoongi felt something strange in his chest. "Sit," Yoongi said coldly. "Yes, sir," Yoonmin answered quickly and sat down on the chair. Yoongi pretended to focus on his work, but his eyes kept going to the small boy sitting in front of him, his soft hair, his small hands holding the pen, and the way he bit his lip. When he was nervous, it all made Yoongi's cold heart melt a little. Days passed. Yoonmin worked hard as Yoongi's secretary. He arranged meetings, managed documents, and even reminded Yoongi to eat when he skipped meals. "Yoongi, see, you haven't eaten since morning. Should I order food?" Yoonmin asked one afternoon. Yoongi looked at him and raised an eyebrow. "You're my secretary, not my mother," Yoongi said. Yoonmin smiled softly. "But even mafia bosses need food to stay alive, sir." For the first time in years, Yoongi chuckled. "You're bold," Yoongi said. From that day, he started eating when Yoonmin reminded him. After a few months, Yoongi realized he had fallen for Yoonmin, the way Yoonmin always cared for him. The way he smiled, the way his presence made the office warm, it was different. But Yoongi didn't confess. He was a mafia boss, dangerous, cold. He thought Yoonmin deserved someone better, someone normal. Still, he couldn't stop himself from getting jealous whenever Yoonmin talked to other men in the office. "Why were you laughing with him?" Yoongi asked one evening. Yoonmin blinked. "Sir, he was just telling me a funny story." "I don't like it," Yoongi said sharply. Yoonmin tilted his head, confused. "Sir, he's just a colleague." Yoongi clenched his jaw. He didn't say more, but inside he was burning. One day, Yoongi came out of his office and froze. Yoonmin was in the lobby, hugging another boy. Yoongi's blood boiled instantly. His cold eyes turned even sharper. "Yoonmin," Yoongi said loudly. Yoonmin pulled away from the boy quickly, looking shocked. "Why, Yoongi, see, come to my office now," Yoongi ordered, his voice deep and angry. In the office, Yoonmin walked in nervously. "Sir." "Who was that boy?" Yoongi asked, cutting him off. "He's just my childhood friend. He came to see me," Yoonmin explained softly. Yoongi slammed his hand on the desk. "I don't care who he is. You don't hug anyone like that." Yoonmin flinched at the loud voice. His eyes became shiny, like he might cry. "Sir, why are you angry? I don't understand." Yoongi's heart ached when he saw Yoonmin's teary eyes. He took a deep breath, trying to control himself. "You don't get it, do you, Yoonmin?" Yoongi said in a low voice. "Get what?" Yoonmin whispered. Yoongi stood up, walked to Yoonmin, and held his shoulders. His eyes softened for the first time. Because I like you. That's why I can't stand seeing you with anyone else. Hyunmin's eyes widened. Why you like me? Yes, Yoongi confessed. I've liked you from the first day you walked into my office. I tried to ignore it, but I can't anymore. I'm a mafia boss, Hyunmin. I'm dangerous. But I can't stop my heart from beating for you. Tears rolled down Hyunmin's cheeks, but he was smiling. Yoongi, Hyunmin said softly. I like you too. I've liked you for a long time, but I was scared. You're my boss, and you're scary sometimes. But whenever you care for me, I feel safe. I was just waiting for you to confess. Yoongi froze. You like me too. Hyunmin nodded shyly. Yes, I do. Yoongi pulled him into a tight hug. You have no idea how much I wanted to hear that, Yoongi whispered. From that day, things changed. Yoongi was still cold to the world, still a mafia boss, but with Hyunmin, he was soft and gentle. He never let anyone disrespect Hyunmin. He always made sure Hyunmin ate well, rested well, and stayed safe. Yoongi, Hyunmin said one night when they were in Yoongi's penthouse, do you regret telling me your feelings? Yoongi shook his head. Never. You're the only light in my dark life. Hyunmin, I'll protect you with my life. Hyunmin smiled and hugged him tightly. And I'll stay with you no matter what. Cold mafia boss or not, you're my Yoongi. Years later, Yoongi was still the feared mafia boss in the city. But in his private world, he was just Min Yoongi, the man who loved Park Hyunmin. And Hyunmin, he was no longer just a secretary. He was Yoongi's partner, best friend, and the love of his life. One evening, as they sat on the balcony watching the sunset, Yoongi whispered, Hyunmin, will you marry me? Hyunmin's eyes filled with happy tears. Yes, Yoongi, 1,000 times yes. Yoongi kissed him softly, and for the first time, the cold mafia boss felt truly warm inside. Together, they built a life filled with love, care, and happiness. Because even the coldest hearts can melt when they meet the right person. The end.